Welcome back to the channel, Tea Times for Two, Golf Travel for Couples. I'm Scott.
And I'm Cheryl.
And in today's video, we're in Myrtle Beach, right off Highway 501, just before you cross the Intercoastal Waterway in the Carolina Forest area at the Wizard Golf Club. And we're going to rate and review the golf course, so stay tuned. Hey, welcome back. For those of you new to our channel, we rate each golf course in the Myrtle Beach Series based on 4 categories. The first category is the layout or playability of the golf course for all levels of players. Category 2 is the aesthetics or the wow factor.
Category 3, course conditions. And Category 4, value or bang for your buck.
For Category 1, for layout, we're going to give the Wizard 2.5 stars.
Playability, 5 stars.
5 stars. Ooh, you go, girl.
The Wizard is a par 71 18-hole layout designed by Myrtle Beach legend Dan Maples of Oyster Bay fame and dozens of courses in the Grand Strand and Carolinas.
Yeah, your favorite gator farm up there. The Wizard has 4 sets of tees ranging from 4,700 yards to up to 6,700 yards and is extremely women and higher handicap friendly, as it has wider fairways, gentler greens, and bunkers that are not too penal and difficult to play from, which I guess is why you gave it 5 stars.
Yes.
Yes. The course features bent grass greens, which is getting more rare in the Myrtle Beach area and requires lots of water in the hotter months. So when you get to the Wizard, and especially in the summertime, your fairways and greens are probably going to get water a lot, and it's going to be wet, so don't expect a lot of roll, which is the way we've pretty much found it every time. It's been in good shape, but it is wet.
Maples are out of the course and its nearby sister, Manowar Golf Course, around the 100 Lake and features 3 holes right on the lake.
Yeah. Now, the course has significant mounding with a variety of plants and wild grasses that frame each hole, what adds to a little bit of beauty because it is more open than most of the courses in the Grand Strand because it's just out there on that lake. But the way they use the grass and the mounding makes it a little better because they tried to make it a little knockoff of a Scottish course, right? The wind of this golf course is the biggest protector of it, as it is more open and less tree lined than some of the others. And the trees you are going to see on the Wizard are on the perimeter of the golf course itself. And then finally, the Wizard pretty much is a great course to post one of your personal best scores, but it's still going to provide a challenge, especially if you get the wind blowing up. All right, Category 2 for aesthetics, we're going to give the Wizard
2.5 stars.
Ooh, it's probably a little critical and probably not fair to compare the Wizard with some of the more picturesque courses in the Myrtle Beach area. It does have some pretty holes along the lake there. I think you said 3 or 4 of them on the lake. And then some picturesque holes that are along the perimeter there in the trees. It's just this course is far more open than most of them. And most of the trees, again, are on the edge of the golf course.
Yeah, I mean, if you put the Wizard in Dallas-Fort Worth where we live, it would probably be a highly played course and quite popular. Yeah. It's just that, you're stacking it up against courses that are along the marsh, ocean, intercoastal waterway, or very tree lined. So it's just not as aesthetically pleasing as those.
A lot of the openness is due to the fact that they market this as a link style design and even feature a cool clubhouse built like a Scottish castle ruins. Yeah. But the turf isn't sandy fescue like a true links course. Those of you who've been to Scotland like I have, or abandoned dunes, the ball doesn't bounce and play like a true links course. But it does have the mounds and the native grasses and stuff like that. Some of our favorite holes on the Wizard would be
number 2 is a medium to short par 3 that is to a small pushed up green surrounded by mounds.
Yeah, that's really pretty, kind of a pretty little par 3. You do like the par 3s.
I like the par 3s. Number 4 is another short to medium hole, depending upon the tees you're going to play. Yeah. The tee shot must miss 2 small bunkers at our front right of the green and a small creek that should be out of play, right? Should be. Green is surrounded by a big mound left and native grass.
Yeah, it's a really pretty par 3 as well. Yeah. Moving on to number 9, it's a cool little par 4 dogleg right that big hitters can cut around the corner and drive it close to the green. However, there's a big mound that lurks on the right with bushes that replicate the gorse in Scotland. So if you get in there, you might not find your golf ball. There's a few trees there that will punish a wayward drive as well. The kidney-shaped green is fronted by a bunker, short, and another left. The replica Castle Ruins clubhouse is in the background, making it a really cool backdrop to this hole. Then moving on to 13. It's a shorter par 4 that bends slightly right. This hole is framed by big mounds and bushes on both sides, so you got to be careful not to hit it on the other side of the mounds or you may not find it. Again, they're trying to replicate the gorse bushes that are all over the courses in Scotland. A small fairway bunker lies in wade on the left side of the landing area. Drive it too far and the fairway gets narrow, and 3 bunkers lie there well short of the green. Those come into play. So you got to be careful if you try to cut the corner and drive this green. The big kidney-shaped green is pretty flat, so birdies can be made here because either you're hitting a little flip wedge in or you're just pitching it onto the green because you hit a big drive. So it's definitely a hole that you can go get. Just avoid those bushes. 16 is a medium-length par 4 dogleg right. The lake runs down the right side to prevent cutting the corner. 16, 17, 18 are all kind of right out there on the lake. A couple of decent-sized trees sit on the corner of the dogleg to knock down errant tee shots that try to cut the corner, as does a small bunker that's a little bit further up the fairway. A cluster of bushes further discourages that path off the tee. Again, they're trying to replicate those gorse bushes that are so pretty, bright yellow when you go to Scotland in the springtime. The green is protected by 2 small bunkers, short and left. Just hit your tee shot left to left center and then make an easy birdie on this hole.
Number 17 is a medium to short downhill par 3 played up to an island green.
Yep.
The hole being exposed by the wind makes your club selection critical, as a ball too short or too long is going to find the water.
Yeah, definitely.
The front of the green also has a small bunker waiting for mishits.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very pretty hole.
Yeah, very pretty. Yeah, you just missed that bunker. If I remember right, you were just short right. Yeah, it is a pretty hole. 18 is a medium length to a longer par 4, again, depending on the tees that you play. It has a slight dog leg to the right and the tee shots to a wide island fairway that has 1 small bunker on the right side. The second shot is played back to the right over the water to an island green that's kind of pushed up and makes the hole play longer than the number on the scorecard, because the further left you hit it off the tee, that makes a longer approach shot in. Cheryl learned the first time we played it, learned a couple new words on this hole because she offered a couple up to the pond god there. But you played it better the next time we played it. Yeah, I know. A 4 on this picturesque hole is a great finish to a fun round of golf. And that's what the Wizard is. It's a fun round of golf. Category 3, course conditions. We're going to give the Wizard
3 stars.
3 stars. The fairways and greens and tees were in good shape every time we played it, and we played it a few times. The grass is bent grass, which is really hard to keep up in the heat. Those of you who know anything about it, you don't see it much in the south. So in the summertime, if you're there, they have to water it a bunch. So you're going to get softer, wetter conditions, especially in June, July, and August. If you play it in the spring or you play it in the fall or winter, you're probably going to get really good conditions on those bent grass greens. So the course has been in average shape most times we played it, and we really haven't had any complaints about the course conditions. So I really bet in the fall and spring, you're going to get really good conditions on it. Category 4 for value. We're going to give the Wizard
3 stars.
3 star. The Wizard is part of the Mystical group, which includes its neighbor Man of War and the now closed The Witch. Moment of silence for the Witch. Lots of wildlife on the Witch, turkeys and gators. I really like that course. And now it's houses. It's a sad day. Anyway, and also now the Wild Wing Avocet course, which is one of our favorites in Grand Strand. So you get cheaper packages than the rack rate. Some of the packages even include lunch and 2 beers for those of you who like the hops products. More of a tequila guy. You know.
They also have cheaper rates for large groups and last-minute specials, which is nice.
We did take advantage of that on the way out of town.
We did. One last round. The juniors under 16 play for half price, which is nice.
Yep. And what are the summer rates like?
So the summer midweek rates are around $89.
Ooh, that's a little higher than some of the other ones. No, but we got it in the afternoon twice for a lot less than that. Last minute, 1 year, and another year, we got the Mystical package. So we got it for a little bit cheaper than the 89 and got a great deal for 3 rounds on the Wizard, the Witch, and Man of War that year that we played 33 rounds in 30 days. We hit the Mystical package as part of that, and so we got cheaper rates. So it makes the value better than what it would normally be, because I'm not sure I'd pay $89 for it, but it is a fun golf course. Okay, let's recap and give the Wizard overall score. I'd give the Wizard 3 stars.
I would give it 5 stars.
Okay. While it's not one of the elite courses on the Grand Strand, the Wizard is a terrific course for higher handicap players, thus the 5 stars. And yet, with the wind, it can provide a challenge for the better player. The afternoon we played it on the way out of town, it was kind of windy that afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, for the fun factor, enjoyed it. I guess that's why I would rate it higher. And we played it multiple times last trip, simply because we enjoyed our round in the afternoon and played it in just a little over 3 hours each time.
Yeah, I think we were pretty much the only people we saw there. I don't think we ran into somebody on 16. I guess we finally caught somebody on 16, so we just we zipped around. The clubhouse staff. What about them?
Yeah, the clubhouse staff was friendly, and we took advantage of deals to get some really good price with the rounds we played. And also, I think I got some gear there.
Yeah, you definitely got some gear there. Yeah. You did well, like everywhere.
Yeah.
You ought to see her closet. I'm the golf coach, but she has way more golf shoes and way more outfits.
Part of it.
I guess. There you go. Sacrifices one must make. Like I said before, if you want to play a solid golf course that is fun to play and it won't beat you up or your wallet, then the Wizard is a good choice for you. Just don't expect a golf course of the caliber some of the best in Myrtle Beach. That's not what they are. They don't even try to be that. But it is a good fun day out there, and you can get a cheaper rate for juniors and have a big family day out there. Again, if it was here in Dallas-Fort Worth, we'd play it all the time.
Oh, yeah. As always, remember, if you like this video, to please hit like and subscribe below so that we can continue to provide videos just like this one for couples like us who love to travel and play golf.
Yeah, be sure to come back next week as we continue the Myrtle Beach series as we go right next door to the Wizard's sister course, Man of War. This course probably has more water than any course in the Grand Strand area, probably on pretty much every hole. And we're going to rate and review that golf course. And then check out our other videos in the Myrtle Beach series and others on the channel from places like Scotland, Bandon Dunes,
Scottsdale,
Cabo San Lucas, the Bahamas, Dominican Republic, Las Vegas. Don't go to Las Vegas. You'll lose your money. Golf courses are great.
Don't play golf there.
No, do play golf there. Don't go gamble there. Don't listen to her. And other places from around the golfing world. So hopefully Cheryl and I will meet you on the first tee someday.
Hit them straight.